It's Michael Bow. I want to do this recording here to go over. Like I said, in 2014, I started doing music again, focusing on melodies. I've got a lot of them, a lot of really good ones. But I also, around that same time, I also did a product that I came out with. And the product, I'm going to wait to talk about the product. Since then, in 2015, I started doing love letters that I call true love letters. Now, I've had a neighbor, and I believe people at this one place that I used to go to were breaking in my house. But definitely my neighbor, he's been taking credit for all of my things, including my music. He's been stealing things. But I also do what's called True Love Designs, and I've created these patterns that are I believe worth money, but I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it for love. For love. I want love in my life. Okay? The same reason that I do the music, that I've done the music, for love. That's why I started doing the music. Same reason I did the product. For love. For love. Okay? I'm owed a lot of money. Okay? I need my money to have love in my life. Okay? I need my money. These are other things that the woman that I'm eventually with, which should be soon, hopefully, will be getting, because these define me. These are me. And like I said, it started with the music, then it went to love letters. What I call love letters, these love letters that I have, and like this, for instance, right here. I started making these, and the woman's name goes here, and I try to rhyme in them. I rhyme in like almost all of them. I'm really creative with my rhymes. If you want to read it here, this is the love letter. I go slow. All these rhymes in here are also copy protected. But I just want to show you that, how creative I am. I also started doing these things at the top that I call love letter affirmations. I'll show you what those are right here in a second. I'm just going up real slow so you can see that. And basically that. Okay, these are love letter affirmations. I came up with these quite some time ago. As a matter of fact, back when I used to be in high school, a long time ago, I actually did these. Drew something like this for several women that I like. Anyways, so here's another thing that started all these. You see what I do here? I underline. I started underlining. My patterns and everything I did started with underlines. Yeah, lines. I just started drawing lines and getting really creative with it, and I'll show you exactly how that came about. That's how I started all my true love designs, and my patterns started from this right here, from these right here. From doing this lines. My underlines are really distinct in that I break my underlines. You see right here, I got underlined one special woman, but I break for the letters underneath it. The first line goes all the way across. The first line. The second line breaks, and the third line breaks. Only the first line goes all the way across. The next two break for the letters. You see the breaks right there? I do that on all of mine like that. It's just something really creative that I do. If you went all the way through with the lines, it wouldn't look right. It would all cram together. So like I said, it all started with that. These are one of the main things, like I said, right here, that how you can also define me and distinct me, because all of my love letters have these. Well, not all of them, but almost all of them have these right here. I call them love letter affirmations, and basically I spell out messages to the woman. And if you start right here, I always have usually 3 numbers. Sometimes I add a 4th number. I spell out messages to the woman, positive statements usually. Usually always positive statements. That's why I call them love letter affirmations. An affirmation is a positive statement. So you have this right here. I always start with 1, with the number 1. You see that it says one night years ago. The O is 1. The N would be 2. The E would be 3. And in night, the N would be 4. The I would be 5, and so on. The next line, it says young woman. The first word of the next line is young. The Y would be 34. The O would be 35. The U would be 36, and so on. The next line starts with see me. The S is 66. And the S is 66. The E is 67. And the other E is 68. You see? 1. The N would be 2. The E would be 3. And 34 would be Y. The O would be 35. The U would be 36, and so on. C would be 66. The S is 66. The E is 67. The other E is 68. With those, all these letters here therefore have a number, and you count these numbers and to find the letter in those lines. Everything spelled here can be found in these 3 lines. Now, at the very first, I started like going down, putting numbers all the way down, counting, but the numbers got really high, and you don't want to do that. I quickly seen that, she's not going to want to go all the way through there like that, especially when I put them on almost all my love letters. It's just a lot better to do it in as few lines as you can, 3, 4 tops. But like I said, you can count that over and you can find the message right there. I'll give you a second to write it, as you can see. So, anyways, that's what I did there. Now, and I started doing butterflies, making these butterflies. Now, the butterflies started like this, right here. You see, I started, this is another love letter. Another love letter. Of course, you got the underlines, and these are the butterflies, right here. Now, the butterflies, these also started as lines. Like I said, everything started with lines with me. Underlines, yeah. So these are the lines, you see? And I ended up creating this. This is the way my butterfly looked at first. Then I started adding this to the butterfly right here. See, it's not just those going out. These little things, like going back and then out like that. Makes it look better, right? Yeah, well it does. So I started doing it like that. My dog jumped on the bed and crumbled this one. So after you can see that, how I did that. This is all lines as well. Now, and this is what the butterfly looks like. The smaller ones right here. Voila. Like these. I started drawing them on the paper. This is going to be another one where I wrote, a letter. I was going to write words in here, and in here, and down like that. I have another one where the butterflies are pulling up off the page. I'll show you in a second. The other thing I did with these love letters is, if you can see right there, I started doing these really cool triangle things, right? Let me show you how those started. Those started as underlines as well. And this is what it is. So you got the underlines, and this is it right here. Right here. You have that and that. This is the first one. First, shows you like that, the underlines. They just started as just the underlines. Then I started connecting them like that. boom, boom, boom. And then third, I started shading the edges like that, and it looks like that. You see? That, like that. I started getting smaller and smaller, creating these really cool, like, you know, I call them True Love tornadoes at first. True Love tornadoes or whirlwinds. Anyways, so that's that. Then I had the patterns and everything. This here is the outline to a butterfly. The outline. The outline to a butterfly right here. This is the first, this is what started the patterns. Me doing the patterns right here. This butterfly. It looks like an M. Everybody thought it was an M. It's an outline of a butterfly. And you can see right there the outline of a butterfly. And I did this pattern. I used lines to create this pattern. I call this the square pattern. The square pattern. I named all my patterns. This is the square pattern, and you can see it's really unique. Every time I looked at it, it just, you know, caught my eye. It just caught my eye, and it, like, you know, jumped out at me. I started drawing that, and I started playing with the lines, creating different patterns, and so I just wanted to go through these and show exactly how these things started. Okay, because like I said, my neighbor, and I think he's getting other people to do it as well, to try to take investors on my designs. Like I said, eventually I got really good, and I started. This is what the designs look like. And I'll go over it some more, but like this. This is a love letter, but I also have them going down like that, really cool. Then on the back like that, right? And I'll hold this up again in a minute, but and this is one of the very first ones I did too, right here, the spider web one, the spider web one right here. And you see this? I started with just the spider, and then I drew the web around it. I just kept adding stuff and adding stuff. This is, I created a song off a line called Petals on a Rose. You're the delicate petals on a rose, and I'm the thorn sticking by your side. You're the delicate petals on a rose, and I'm the thorn sticking by your side. And that created that. That's why I wrote that. You can see I wrote it in there. See, I put, you're the petals, and I'm the thorn. Anyways, yeah, from a checkered past to, you know, all these things, then you got another love letter affirmation in there. I just added a bunch of really cool things on there. This is like the first one I did, and you know, when women sing this one, several girls I know sing this one, they loved it. They loved it. I wasn't with the woman or anything. I just showed them and they seen it. Like I said, I'm on a quest for true love, and it's brought me to do my music. It's brought me to do those products. In the past 2014, like I said, I came out with a big, I call it my toy. It was a big, I have several patents with money on them, and I used one of them to pay for the product. The product, I had a product that came out before that called the H2O Go that sold at Walmart. It sold at Walmart, okay, called the H2O Go. It's my version of a slip and slide, okay. I made all the decisions on that as well. I raised it up off the ground about waist high so kids can slide on it. Child safety is always the #1 priority to me. Child safety, okay, as well as quality. As well as quality. Like I said, one of my mottos and thing is the highest quality at the lowest possible price. Okay? And that's what I've tried to do with all my products in the past. But like I said, the H2O Go came first, and it was basically the same type thing. It's a blow up. I wanted to come out with the blow up toy like the ones that they rent out at the parties, a really high quality one. That's what inspired me to do the H2O Go, a really high quality one, and I did. It made a lot of money. Then I came out with my toy, and that was the big one. My toy was in backyards across America. Okay, it sold at Academy Sports. Okay, I have a fact list on everything. I still haven't been paid. Everybody's been paid but me. This video is about up. I'm gonna do another one on here go over a few more of these to show you, because my neighbor is also trying to take credit for these. I want to show exactly how I came up with them. So I'll do another one in a second.